I mean, fortunately for Dave's dad, you know, he's taken in by the locals on this island, and they mistake him for a god. It's a bit of a primitive people. They mistake him for a god, so he's fine. He's taken care of. Don't worry too much about Dave Sr. Dave Jr. leaves him for dead, but he's okay. Dave then kind of lands the plane in the water upside down and swims to shore and is like, oh no, there was a crash. And, you know, they never recover the bodies. The black box is missing, which is strange. But, you know, they just assume same shark that ate the other two passengers probably also ate the black box. So it's no big deal. No one really sweats it. It's not a problem. Life goes on for Dave. Dave, the fatherless, motherless Dave. What am I supposed to do inside of here? And what am I supposed to do about the sides of the house? I haven't finished those either. Dave's life story is getting weirder and weirder. I'm kind of starting to regret it a bit. I wish I hadn't gone through so much effort to create a life story for Dave. Stupid Dave. I kind of hate Dave's entire life story. It feels like the first draft that I would sort of look at and then burn, right? I don't know if you guys ever do that. Do you ever write something and then you look at it and you're like, well, this is entirely garbage, and then you just scrap it and no one ever hears about it again? That's kind of like what I want to do with Dave's life story. It's just not good. It's really, like, there's some questionable bits in it, like why did the French Foreign Legion kidnap Dave's dad? We don't know. Why did the nuclear bomb go off wrong and not kill Dave's dad but did sort of disfigure him? We don't know. Why does Dave have an obsession with perfection based on the fact that his mom made him clean? Well, no, that one checks out. That one makes sense. Maybe none of this is true. You know what this is? I'll tell you what this is. This is classic. This happens in these small towns. People, you don't know much about Dave. So rumors start to spread. Speculation pops up. You know, all the locals, none of them really know Dave's life story. He just rumbled into town one day. So they're all spitballing and speculating based on things that they've seen and they've known. And, you know, you're out at the pub, and one of them says, you know, he's pretty good with slot machines, I hear. He seems to know a thing or two about gambling. I reckon he used to work in a casino. And, you know, like, oh, his parents are dead. I heard he was, he's living in all by himself in the basement someplace. And, you know, all of these stories start to spread. And, of course, none of them are true. But if you're a kid in town, you're trying to piece this together. You're listening to all these different stories from all these different sources. You don't know what's going on. Best you can tell, Dave's dad died in a plane wreck that Dave caused, and you don't know why. None of it's true, of course, or maybe some of it is. I mean, that's the fun part, isn't it? What parts are true, what parts are fabricated? You don't know. You've got to piece that together, and you've got a limited amount of time because you're trying to solve the mystery of what's going on to all the kids that come and visit the town around Christmas time. And the amount of time you have to figure it out is it's running lower every second, and you're worried that, hey, what if any of this is true? What bearing does it have on what's going on to these kids and these kids going missing? You got to figure that out, and you got to figure it out fast, because otherwise, bad things are going to start happening around this little peaceful town of yours. You know, you got to get that sorted. That's what I'm going with. Why is this window wider than this window? Why is that? What's going on up here at the front of the house? How did I do this differently? Okay, so that's what we got over there, and over here. Why does this look identical? Wait, but smaller somehow. Oh, there's two on the inside here. Oh, I forgot. We punched out one of the. Yeah, that's what we did. Remember, we had that, and then we had another one on the inside. Is that or one on the inside? This is on the inside, and then there's one on the outside here. So it's like this. Yeah, there we go. And then this, and then this one was sort of inset. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure something out there. We'll have to work it out. These poor kids, man, they're getting all kinds of stories. I reckon there's a lot of alternative stories about Dave. David, as of course the adults call him because they're respectful of their mayor. But, you know, I'm sure at some point, you know, they go talk to Old Man Jenkins, and Old Man Jenkins is like, he's a vampire. I know he is. Sometimes he goes outside in the daylight and he sparkles because he's a vampire. Like, okay. Maybe we shouldn't trust what Old Man Jenkins has to say, but then, you know, there's always that one kid in the group of kids trying to sort out the mystery who's like, I don't know, guys. I think he might have a point. Maybe he is a vampire. Like, shut up. He's not a vampire. That's not even practical. I don't know, guys. I don't know why Shaggy is a part of this group of kids, but Shaggy, a grown teenager, has joined this group of children trying to sort out this mystery. He's like, my dog's gone missing, man. I can't find Scoob anywhere. And the kids will volunteer to help him if he'll help them. And that's the sort of situation we've got. Let's finish putting down bushes. Do we have any more leaves? This is really the only color leaf we've got. It's real bright. I like it because it's a contrast. Well, it looks really bright in the inventory, at least. It is a contrast to sort of the rest of the house, which is very dark. The good thing about the bushes is the lawn keepers keep them really, like, thick and dense, so you can't sneak up to the windows and listen in on conversations inside. Let's head back in. We need to make the inside of this place look not so terrible. We need some lighting in here. What have we got in terms of lamps? I know that lamps are a thing. What have we got? Should we just do some white lamps? Inverted lamps are good because they stay on all the time, and they do have an EMC value. So white lamps would match the bone floor, because we're still pretending that that's what that is. So for that, we need glass panes, which I can make, redstone torch, and then, oh boy, okay, a couple of bone mill, glowstone, redstone, glowstone, bone mill. Nope, stop that. Bone mill. Okay, we're going to create quite a bit of it, too. I think I grabbed too much bone mill. I wonder if this is a shapeless recipe. It is! Okay, that gets us some of this here white lumar. It's got an EMC value. And then from there, it's the redstone torch. And the glass panes. We'll have to make some glass panes. I don't have any on me. I've got the dark glass panes, but I don't know if you can use those. I guess we can try real fast. Doesn't hurt to try, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we need to make some regular glass panes. And it did kind of hurt to try, because I had to, like, remove the recipe and sort of wasted time there. Inverted white lamp. Awesome. So now we can create a whole bunch of those. And the cool thing about the inverted lamps is a regular lamp is off until you apply a redstone signal. The inverted lamp is on until you apply a redstone signal. So we're just not going to apply a redstone signal. These will be on all the time. We want to make sure monsters don't spawn in here. Cool. So he's got, like, lighting from the ceiling. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do about sort of the ends of these logs. This is the problem, right? We've made the house look really good from the outside, in my opinion. I think it looks great. Looks like this nice sort of rustic wooden cabin with the extremely exaggerated roof. It looks great, but then you go inside and you look up and it looks terrible. I guess we could split it, right? So we could put a second floor here and sort of make that the attic. And attics aren't really well known for being super nice. There's a lot of, like in my attic, there's a lot of just exposed lumber and insulation. By the way, not sufficient insulation. If I ever have the time and money, I'm going to re-insulate the attic because I think that would benefit the house's heating and cooling abilities a lot. Although every dime that I get, I pretty much just reinvest in the channel into, buying more computer parts and buying capture cards and graphics cards. I'm like, I've got to make the best content. I've got to make the videos look as good as they can. Okay, now it's too dark down here. We should have put windows in over here. We should have done that. What's outside here? I guess we still can. We can still put windows right there. Yeah, let's do that because it's too weird not having windows there. See, that looks a lot better than that does. This just looks silly. Although I guess we could have you know what we didn't put in was a fireplace. Dave seems like the type of guy, if we could ever track down what his actual backstory is, I reckon he would be a big fan of a big roaring fireplace. Maybe right out here in the middle, where we've got the stained glass panes, these sort of back windows. Maybe we'd replace that with a fireplace. Although fireplaces are a bit of a trick in Minecraft. You got to build them so they don't catch the house on fire. How would that work? Would we use brick? I guess we would use brick. Oh, I don't like how you can see that through the seam there. Not a fan of that. I have to figure that out. Let's see what we got in terms of brick. If we have like a nice dark brick. Well, there is nether brick, I guess. Actually, nether brick Now, I was going to say might match the house a little bit, but I don't really think it does. Regular bricks definitely don't. I don't think we want to go with that. Do I have any other options for bricks? Okay, all right. Coke oven. Blast furnace. I don't know about that. I definitely don't know about that. Bleached bone brick. Now, how do you get a bleached bone brick when you can't even get shrekking bone? Bleached bone stone? Bleached bone block? How do you get a bone block? Bleached bone cobblestone? I'm trying to work down how to get a shrekking bone... What? Doesn't matter. Marble? A marble fireplace would look ridiculous. I think we can all agree on that. Quarried brick. Maybe. I don't know. There's no real material I like. Well, except for the sandy brick. How do you get sandy brick? I guess you get a fitted sandy stone and it turns into sandy bricks. Am I going to have to go backwards through like this whole... Oh, okay. It's a brick and it's some sand and that gives you sandy brick block. Let's get one and we'll just see how we feel about this. So a brick... Oh, we don't actually have individual bricks, but we do have clay. We went on an adventure to get clay not all that long ago, so we can cook that up at least. Oh yeah, we got to fill all this in. I even took down the quarry, but haven't bothered to fill all that in yet. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. When I say fill in, I do mean cap. We're not going to go through the effort of trying to fill it. It's just not beneficial to us in any way. I got to get at least one of those bricks, and I did. Get a stack of those, and then get a stack of sand. This might look terrible, by the way. I haven't tried yet. So, 2 of those, 2 of these, sandy block. Toss that in there. We can then turn the sandy block into fitted stone. And once again, we're going to just toss that in there just in case I need it for later. You never know. And then we're going to turn it into Sandy Bricks, who is, of course, my favorite character from SpongeBob, is Sandy Bricks. Let's see how this looks over here. I don't really know if you'd want to use sandy bricks for a fireplace. It sounds like it would be a bad idea. Like it would just start turning into glass. No, you know what? I dig it. I think that looks really solid. I think that's a really good choice. I wish I'd used this for the flooring, actually, just based on how good it looks. So we'll do the fireplace in place of a back window, I think. Makes the most sense. And it can be one of those double fireplaces where it's the single fireplace, like the spout. What is it called? What do you call the part of the fireplace? The chimney. Good gosh. Fireplace spout. You know. You knew what I meant, though. You knew what I... Don't pretend like you didn't. So the chimney is a single chimney, but it goes sort of upstairs, like through the floor, and it has an additional opening upstairs, and there's like a grate, and you can have, you know... Oh, geez. This stuff breaks way too easy. Let's use brick as a foundation so we don't accidentally dig through it again. So if oh wow, we did accidentally just dig through it again though. Unbelievable. So brick like that. And then we're gonna have, this is a recipe for disaster. Netherrack in here. So we'll grab some netherrack. This is gonna burn the whole house down, isn't it? I see how this is gonna go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is going to end badly. And then we're going to have the fireplace sort of surround it. Is that sort of even in the right block? I guess. And then the chimney's going to go out the roof. Oh, we need more of it. More of it already. How long has this episode been? It's okay if it's a little bit long, because we have to make up for a lot of the shorter episodes that have come out in recent times. There we go. Okay, that looks too... It's starting to look less like a fireplace and more like some sort of furnace. Let's grab our saw. Hopefully we can saw these. I think we can saw just about any block. If you see it, you can saw it. Right? Alright, so we get some of those. Half blocks. And if we put those kind of in front of it... Oh, that works. That works a lot better. And then do we want to do full blocks on the side, or do we want to do more half blocks? So there it is with full blocks. Not a fan of that. I think half blocks is going to be the way to go. So we'll cut down a couple more of them. I don't want to create a whole bunch of excess blocks that we're not going to end up using. That's why I'm only cutting them down, 2 at a time. Good. And then we're going to light it on fire. And we're going to watch our whole wooden house go up in smokes. This seems like such a bad idea. We're just going to let that happen. And I'm going to try to build some stairs. Yep, yep. I hear it. I hear it. Look at that. That looks pretty solid. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Should we put stairs sort of here? On these sides? Probably not. Let's head outside and look around the back of the thing and see if... I don't smell anything burning yet. I think we might be okay. I think we might have actually pulled this off. Somehow. One concern I have... What is going on here? Is it centered on the inside? Did I center it up correctly on the inside? I don't know. Oh, the sound of fire is concerning. I didn't! Oh no! I mean, I say that like it's this huge travesty. It's not going to be that difficult to deal with. Just punch it out and make it a bit wider. It is embarrassing, though, because for that entire time, I'm sure you folks were watching and thinking, Reese, now wait a minute. Now Reese, we know sometimes. I mean, not all the time. I'm a pretty clever lad, but sometimes you do things that are a little bit questionable. But surely this is not one of those times. Surely you realize what you've done. Well, dear viewer, I figured it out. I know now. Wow. Okay, so we're going to need another stair. It gets so dark in here. I can barely see what I'm doing. The stairs have EMC, so let's pop 3 of them in here because we only need the 1 additional one. No, wait! Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was right. There we go. And then we are going to have to cut... Oh, this is awkward because we're going to have to cut one of these in half and we're going to end up with an extra one we're not going to use. Maybe we'll use it upstairs. There. And now we need 1 more netherrack unless I've got enough of them. I don't have any of them. How much? Did I only grab 2 netherrack? I mean, good on me for thinking inventory smart. You know, being wise with the inventory space. But, geez, that really came back to... Oh, I did have an extra one. Oh. There we go. Okay. It's properly proportioned now. Should look good out the back. Ideally. Yep. And that's solid. Nice brick wall there. The house is looking good. The mayor's house, of all the houses, is probably the only one that looks good because it's the only one I've made so far. Like I said, everyone else's is just going to be a little hovel. And we could probably knock all those out in one video and then we can call it. Oh, hi, guys. Wow. I feel so powerful when I do that. I got rid of those guys. Now we need to light this place up, so... Oh? Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, dear. Alright, now, alright. We were too happy. We were too happy about this. Got a little too happy. Could have been worse. It could have been worse. We're not done yet, because we got to make the chimney go through the roof. Maybe after we do that, there will be enough chimney blocks so that it won't burn anything else down. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have the chimney sort of narrow as it goes out the top. Is it going to stay the same length all the way out? I don't think so. So let's grab our sandy bricks. And so it's going to go up through here too. Doesn't have to do this. But it is. This is what's happening. Just take a deep breath and embrace it. This is how it's going to go. I don't really have anything else to say right now. This is just... It's just busy work at this point, isn't it? So it's going to come up here. I think the upstairs one is going to be a bit more narrow. Like the bottom one here is... No, it's 3 wide. So this one's going to be 3 wide, 2 upstairs in the secret attic. And maybe we should make these bricks too, so that they don't burn. But does that look terrible? Kinda. That kinda does look awful. So I guess we can't make these bricks. They're gonna burn, though! They're gonna burn! Everything's gonna burn! I mean, it makes me sound like I'm some sort of insane person. It's gonna burn! It's all gonna burn! Burn them all! No, that's not the plan here. Okay, let's see. Scratching my forehead as I try to work this out. So that goes up to there. And then... we're gonna have another fire there. Should I just have this be a hole? To where the fire is down below? Probably. Excellent. And we're gonna need to put out another row here. So let's chop up 2 more of these. That'll give us 5 total. Look at that. None wasted. None left behind. Perfect. Perfection. And then it's got to go out the roof. So we're almost done here, everybody. We're almost done here. We've almost got it. And then we can end this episode and this series. The excitement is palpable. You smell that? That's palp. That's what it smells like. It is a bowl. That made no sense. I'm just saying nonsense at this point. How tall does this chimney need to be? I guess it needs to be tall enough that embers coming out of it don't hit the, like, land on the roof, blow directly to the side to the roof. If this was a real chimney, though, wouldn't we have some sort of a grate at the top where birds can't swoop down into it or something like that? There we go. That looks solid enough. Oh my gosh, you know what we can do? Let's grab some netherrack, and let's stop playing around with the netherrack. Let's grab a stack of it. And what we can do is we can have some netherrack just below the surface here. How about that? And then there's smoke coming out of the chimney. Now, only when you're really close to the house, granted. Should we put it right up at the top? Well, no, because then the flame would be visible. We don't want the flame to be visible. Okay, this effect is really sort of lacking when you come over here and you stop seeing it. But we know it's there, and that's what matters. Yeah, if this was a machinima and we came swooping past here and you saw... That gummit, you have to be real close for it to work. That really does sort of ruin it. Now, what I was going to say here is, could we potentially lower these blocks even more? Like, put them even lower down? Would that help with the whole fire situation? Let's find out. So, if we put them here... Stop this. Stop burning me. Stop burning me. Stop it. Stop it. So that still gives us the effect of smoke coming out without sort of any flame, visible flame. I liked it better when we could see the flame. This looks like we've made a... This looks like we've got a hole going to hell deep below. And those are just sort of the... Yeah, I don't like it. Can we maybe just try one more time? Can we do that? Did I just burn up one of those? Dadgummit, I did. I'm gonna have to make some extras. That was bound to happen eventually. Let's just try it one more time and see if maybe we get lucky. And this time it, for some reason, doesn't burn everything down. I need more bricks, though. Stack of those. All right. And then we add the netherrack. Okay. What is it going to catch on fire? The roof again? I don't even know how it did that. The roof is so far away. It's not going to happen again. I think that was just a fluke. So now we got the smoke coming up out of here. And we're going to add... Nice. And let's redo this fireplace. Let's make this one a little bit different. I think I just had an idea to prevent fires, by the way. I just had a brilliant idea. There we go. So there's that one. What we can do is any block that catches on fire, we can just add like a really thin panel to over the top, and that'll prevent it from burning. Maybe? What do you folks think? Also, does this one probably needs to be redesigned to match the bottom one a little bit better. So, get rid of these. Place it with these. And then that up there needs to be stairs, so... We did throw those in here, didn't we? Yeah. I'm just waiting to hear fire that's not in the fireplace. Waiting to hear the sound of fire spreading and death happening. I'm a little nervous. This one's going to be configured like that, so it butts up against these logs. What the heck happened here? Did that log burn? Or did I break it earlier and not replace it? What happened there? Shouldn't have burned through the brick. The brick should be protecting the wood. So far, so good, I gotta say. Let's head outside. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we're solid. We want to prevent monsters from spawning in here, though, without using those ugly white lamps. I was real excited about those lamps when I first built them, but I have since decided that I don't like them. Too clinical. Too clinical. It makes it look like it's being lit by... what are they? The fluorescents in like a hospital or something, and that's not the look we're going for here. Uh-oh. See, I can't tell the difference between the fire sounds. For some reason, that sounded more like wood burning, but I think it's all just the same sort of flame sound. So I don't need to be getting panicked over here. Who lights a fire in their house and then panics about whether or not it's going to burn the house down? You have to assume that your fireplace is in good shape. Well, maybe don't make that assumption. Maybe have it checked every so often by a professional. But now we've got to light this place up. And we can do that using carpenter's blocks, I just realized. Carpenter's blocks. Didn't we have some trouble with these, though? Or someone had some trouble with these. And oh, you know what? I think it was a different... I remember now. I don't think it was in Tekkit we had trouble. I think it was Five Head Island. These things weren't working correctly. So we need those, and then we need some glowstone. I remember them working right in Tekkit, at least. And the way this is going to work is we're going to come down here. We're going to tap F7, and we're going to see where we need some light. So we definitely need some light, like right here. So we're going to throw these down, and then we're going to right-click the... Shift right-click? There we go. Shift right-click the glowstone into the carpenter's block. Then add the marble. And now the carpenter's block glows, produces light. How far away did I do those? 2 away? Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I made my entire floor out of this in the original Tekkit Legends series. Nice. So it's just kind of got like this nice glow to the place. And we could do the same in the ceiling. In fact, we could have probably just done the ones up here to keep this place lit up, and it would have done enough light to also keep the downstairs lit up, right? Because if you put them in here, sort of like lamps, that would have kept this area down here also lit. But it's too late. It's too late now. We've done the marble ones. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of extra light in the world. You know, the more often you do it, the more light there will be, as Shia LaBeouf would say. He's a very wise man, Shia LaBeouf. He's not at all crazy, like Dave. There. Good. Oh, okay. Monsters are going to spawn on the edges of the windows? Fantastic. Can light shine, like, can we get enough light shining through here to keep that lit? Oh, that's going to look cool outside, too. Yeah, okay, we can do that. So we'll go along and we'll replace all of these. Shrek. No, okay. I don't need to worry so much about losing sort of individual blocks. That's okay. See, that one just fell through and I let it. Because we don't need to worry about it. Because we've got so many... sort of extra, we got so much EMC that losing a single block like that doesn't matter. We need to stop sweating the small things. All the small things. Okay, well, that was dumb. That was a mistake. Shrek! Yeah, when you break it, it does drop the glowstone, so you can get that back. Alright, nothing up here is burning yet. Nothing down here is burning yet. Everything seems fine. We gotta check the roof now. I didn't even think about that. Monsters could spawn all over the roof. So we're going to need to throw down some strategic blockery up here. I don't know if we can, like, let's say break this block and then put a carpenter's block there. Right? We could do that. But then what happens when we apply the log texture? Is it going to be going in the right direction? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. I'm going to have to go along here and do that all over the place, though, if I want to keep all of these... keep monsters from spawning up here. So I'm just going to do that, and you folks are going to watch it, because that's the way this series works. That's the way the 25-25-25 challenge operates. Even though I think we've been going for well over 25 minutes now, I don't really know. I didn't set a timer. Feels like we've been going for a long time. Oh, dear. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We can fix this. Maybe we have to be... like, do this. Apply it from this apply it from this angle. You don't shift click when you add that block. My mistake. I think we got lucky with these down here is what happened. This is not right at all. And in fact, it looks terrible. So let's break those blocks. We're going to have to come up with something else. Do we really think monsters are going to spawn up here all that regularly, though? I don't know. Let's keep working on these at least, because we know that these will work. So watch this one not work. Nope, see? Yep, that one's good. Don't know why. Don't know why. I guess when the whole roof is on fire, though, which is inevitably going to happen, monsters won't spawn up here because, you know, it'll all be burning. A horrible, horrible, raging fire. I think it was right there, wasn't it? Yeah, I want these all to be more or less the same. Oh, that's something else you can do. I forgot. You can apply a block to the top of a block. So if you have a carpenter's block, you can right-click and do something like that. I don't know how to get it off there without just breaking the whole darn thing. So, or you can just put something on top of it, I think. We'll also get rid of it. but that's a lot of effort. Dang it. Come back here, you. So that's most of the roof taken care of. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the roof for now. We're just going to sleep aggressively and hope that that deals with the monsters. And then, I don't know. What are the odds monsters are going to spawn up there? Pretty low. Pretty low. There's so many other places for them to spawn. Why would they spawn on the roof? House burning down yet? That's what happened yesterday morning. Everything seems fine. Now, how do you get upstairs? That's sort of the last stage. Is we've got to actually make a way to get upstairs. We didn't build a staircase. Wait a minute. We built a 2-story house. It started off we were going to build a faux 2-story house. Then we built a house with an attic. And now you can't access the attic. Well, I guess most houses with attics don't have a staircase going to the attic, do they? But then again, most houses with attics don't have a second fireplace in the attic. So, shrug me, I don't know. We can't have a ladder. That would be dumb. It has to be a staircase. And it has to be somewhere where there's enough blocks for a staircase. It might be right here. Let's go ahead and grab some stairs. Do we want to use the brick stairs? Would that be dumb? I feel like it would be. Let's grab some... Stop that. Let's grab some of our dark oak here. We'll make some dark oak stairs. And I don't know if we've made these before. We have not. Get a stack of them. And the inventory needs to be purged after this. What side would the stairs be on? I feel like they'd be on this side, honestly. Well... That was a mistake, but we're going to leave it there for now. No, we're not. We're going to break it because it looks bad. Let's do this. Let's do the upside down stairs thing because I think that looks pretty good. So that's going to go upstairs. Right through the door. And that's where we're going to have the mayor's bedroom. Clickety-click. Haha. Just like that. Now we can worry about furnishings at a later date. Well, that's not going to work out. Alright, that's not too bad. I think that looks good. I think that looks fine. Do we need a staircase on both sides, though? And does it need to be more than one wide? I don't think it does. I think that looks good. One on the other side would just look silly. And also, there would just be this one random block floating in the middle there, so I don't think we need to do that. We'll worry about finishing touches and furnishings and all of that later. For right now... thank you, folks, for watching this single or potentially double episode. It depends on how long it was. If it was significantly longer than 25 minutes, I'll split it into 2. But that's the mayor's house. The mayor's house is done until it burns down. It hasn't burnt yet. That's why I've been sort of doing all this delaying before the end of the episode. I wanted to make sure nothing else caught on fire, and so far, so good. Mayor's house is done. Now we can start working on other projects. Hey, until next time. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!